All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's pretty good. A little bit more. Cool. Good morning. We are going to trade today, July 22nd, 2024. This month, I've held it quiet. I've been silent this whole time about it because I fucked up again. But we're down $4,000 this month. Right now. This is the monthly bar. It's been quite a volatile month. This monthly bar went up all green, all red, and now it's just bubbled up just a small tad. So we don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that all I know has been stupid. I've been stupid. I had one big blow up day right here. Just stupid 6 trades with extreme risk, and that's what happens. Gosh darn. I know, bro. I've done it before. I know. Trust me. I'm hard on myself enough. Let's see. 7:16 end of day. I just gotta write that down. All right. So let's start the new day. Let's start a new day here. In trading live 7/22/24. This will be the morning session. NA. Start time is 8:25. Let's begin. Zone number would be 1967. Is that right? No, 1967 is already placed. 1968 will be the next one. Thank you. All right, let's get it. So a long-term time frame here. There's a lot of stuff on the chart right now, so I'm gonna delete all that. Oh wow, it dropped. I haven't been here seen this chart for a while, so it freaking dropped. I can't believe it. The weekly chart did it. Yep, there it is. The weekly chart really did it, bro. Unreal. And the monthly did a comeback bar. Oh my goodness, the comeback bar prevention didn't even happen? No way. No way. This weekly, where's the monthly start? July 5th right there. That was the close of June 28th. So I don't exactly know where the monthly start was. Boom. This is the monthly start. Right here is the monthly low. I cannot believe it if it did not rally at least a little bit from that line. Unbelievable. It didn't? Well, it tried to rally here. This is a good one. And it just got launched, bro. What? Wow. That's incredible. It broke straight away through it. That means the anti-breakout's the way to go, which is the buy right now, which is today's buy. I don't know if it can break the low or not. So we'll see. I need to see the daily again, please. So the daily's already blown up, though. Gosh darn. So we've kind of missed that. But what I can see is that there's supply up here. This is a holding split, protecting free space, high and tight. I like that. That's likely going to hold at least something. It can cross this distal line first, which I would like. I'd like that. I could see that happening. I can't even put it on there. There you go. If it breaks lower, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Touch that gap, yeah. This is a good bottom. It's a decent bottom. I'd suggest that it's still going up. We're just going to have to join trend a little later here. I would go up on this thing, in my opinion, especially if it doesn't break this distal line right here. It comes down in the morning. I'd buy somehow. Doesn't look good though. There is not many places to buy. It's just a gradual increase, which is not my favorite. No, sir. Not my favorite. Not the best way to do it. This is a good little zone up here. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to copy, before I go into the higher, smaller time frames, I'm going to just paste that right in here. And I'm going to use that chart. So I have all my higher time frame stuff on this chart. And now this chart, I'll be able to customize in the lower time frames. But then, so I have pretty much identical. But this chart I want it as clean as possible. Few lines, very few lines. Monthly, so it did that comeback bar. It broke. Snapped lower and about to go lower, and then it got cut off. Got cut off. I probably exhaustion at the end of the day. I'm not sure. This was exhaustion at the end of the day. Then 719, that's Friday. Dropped lower. Exhaustion at the end of the day, and ever since the overnight it's just rallied. So that's interesting. Definitely this is an overnight low, and we're off. 830 is hit, so 830 is going right now. This is the overnight high already. It has not crossed the overnight high yet. Overnight high is this one. It's highly likely to. Highly likely. Let's watch this thing come down here. Straight away, the 830 bell, it's coming down. I do think it's going to go bullish. I do think it's going to break that local distal line. I don't know how to get in, though. I mean, there's a little bit of a distal line here. There's just not much free space underneath that. You know, that's where I'm putting my marbles. I just don't know. But that's the most likely of spots. That's the most likely of spots here. That's 33 points. I'd go 1-to-1. That's 4 contracts. 4 contracts at 92. Sure, 5 contracts. I'll go 4 contracts, actually. No, 5. I like 5. 92, please. Cool. My stop loss would be here. This low, which is 66 flat. 66 flat. Yep. For a target to break this high. Break this high. 77 would be the target. $77. So Globex high breaking. All right, let's see this thing come down here. Should be getting involved here really soon here. Should be getting involved. Doesn't look like I'm getting involved yet. I got a hell of a coupon on this trade, so I might not be filled unless it really heads downwards. Yeah, it's a 60-minute holding split. We might be able to get in here. I like my entry. It's not here. I haven't entered yet. I'm at 92, which is right here. Little bit of a coupon. Just has to go down just a little bit more to get me in. Just a wee bit more. I could probably capture 90s on it, to be honest with you. Oh, we're in anyways. Doesn't matter. We're in. Take a picture. We are risking. We need to mark down our risk. I know that. This is zone number 1968. We're long for the high to break. Globex high. Actually, my target's a little bit beyond that. That's what it looks like on the 15-minute. Not the best, but that is the only place that I can see that's bullish, to be honest with you. It's really not good pickings. on the bull side. However, I do think that the daily can break upwards. This is the daily. But obviously I can see that it's having a hard time. We'll see. So that was 1968. We got in at what time? 8:33. 1968-1. I need to see risk, please. I'm taking way too long to see my risk. Apologies on that. 262. Thank you very much. So if I gotten stopped out right then and there, I didn't exactly know my risk. I would have to estimate based on my contracts, but I'd like to see my risk. 262. That's a heavy risk position. That's 10.5 apples. My normal risk should be 5 apples. I manually doubled that one because I think it's possible that this thing can launch upwards and break the high. Let's touch that high. We got a hell of a discount on this thing. Hell of a discount. Discount, I mean the zone is drawn, but I'll tell you what, we got in a little bit lower in the zone. We got in pretty much where price turned. No, never mind, 10 points away. So right up there. Whatever. Not a hell of a discount then. Decent discount. Anyway, 60-minute. This is a 60-minute. You can also say the 120 was kind of like it could create a holding level creation somehow, a holding split, but nah. It's definitely a 60-minute and there's nothing else to it. The 60-minute, I was thinking it could blow upwards before it goes down. That's what I was saying. The 60-minute. I'm going to mark 60-minute. Where's my target, by the way? My target's up here at this line, which is past a 2-to-1. Which is past a 2-to-1. It's a 2.25 to 1. So actually, we're risking triple what we should because when the target is further away, like a 1-to-1, you risk more. I risk more than a 2-to-1. Not sure if that's the right thing to do though, but we'll see. No, this is not an int. This is a zone. It's a 60-minute holding split, protecting free space of 1 in trend. Recency is 2-1. Magnitude is 2-1. X score is 1.75. Any other traits to it? Outside local distal line. Not really. Not really outside local distal line. That's it. That's it. It has gone 1-to-1 here. We've got to take a picture here. I mean, it's gone 1-to-1. Do you want to move stop to Piz? Absolutely, I'll move stop to Piz. If I can protect risk, I'm going to. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. That's what I'm going to do. So the low would be 82.5, 82.5. Not sure if, trailing my stop cuts my probability in half. That's all I know. Cuts my probability in half, so that means much more, not more or less likely to lose or win. I'm just saying, if I had a 50% win rate, if I could do this 50% win rate, then now it's a 25% win rate. $97 trail stop. 3.9 apples Piz of 3.9. We're now risking 3.9 for how much? How much do you want to trail? No, I don't want to add to my position. This is a break extremity at 2.25. That means I am setting a target and that's it. All right. Where's my target set? Mark that, please. My target's at 847, which is 33.9 apples. How is that possible? I'm risking 10 apples originally to make 33, and this is a 2-to-1. It's because I got a small coupon on the trade. Globex high is just broken. Globex high is just broken. Take a picture of the progress. Do you want to move stop to break even? Yep, I'll move stop to break even now. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. I'm expecting some retracement here, but my target's sitting right next to it. My 98 will be my trail stop now. 98, I repeat, 98 is trail stop. Target hit. Nicely done. Well done. Now I'm actually looking, so close this trade up. Not close it, but just still mark it. Just let it be. I'm no longer in the position. What I'm actually looking for here, so Globex high is broken. That gives it, oh wow, 240. That makes it less of a chance of breaking the Globex low. I gotta grab my stats. A much smaller chance of breaking Globex low at this point. Let's see here. When the range is over 175 and it's 240 right now. If it's over 175, okay, one side breaks 80% of the time. So it broke the Globex high. That's the top red line. The bottom red line, it is a 20% chance of breaking that instead of a 30% chance or less, or sorry, more than that, if the range was smaller. The range is huge, though. It's not small. It's huge. So it's 240. I mean, it was up almost, a little more than 1% in the overnight, which is a larger overnight range. So now it's a 20% chance of breaking this low. So I can't assume that the daily will break the low. I can't. Unless it's a 20% type of day. Well, actually 16% type of day, because 4% neither side breaks. But that's not the case, because one side has already broken. So the days looks like that. If it wants to go red, it would form a huge wick, basically a base drop, and this thing could send south on the bottom side, which makes sense. It's unlikely. It's unlikely because it's damaging. It would be very damaging. Damaging and aggressive price behavior. So I would think, let's think about what's more reasonable is it goes up a little bit, grabs orders, comes down, not to break the low, just to entice some sellers to be like, oh, let's do it. And then only for them to get probably stopped out along the way and chop around. And this is just going to rest as a bullish day. Not necessarily a huge bullish day, but find its high and then kind of rest in between. That's soft and reasonable. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. A reasonable day or not a reasonable day. I'm not sure. So a big move downwards here, at least on the smaller time frames. So I went long and I got out at that line. I literally got out right at the high. Very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Because if this thing turns around, that would suck. I think that those were just orders sitting at the bottom. So I think this is bullish still. If I can get in long. I don't like those, though. Those are always so difficult. That's a full point breakout right now. Get in when you can. It's tough. I'm not going to do it. Are you sure you're not going to do it? Ah, man. That's a full point breakout. I think that's just order filling right at the top of this distal line. It's an important distal line. So there's just a bunch of orders on the other side of it. Not necessarily trend changing event. This down move. Even though it ripped 50 points. I'll tell you what. I think if it goes up again, I'm going to go long. Again. I know. Well, it looks like it. That's what it looks like. I do think it'll go down eventually. I was thinking it could come up somewhere. Somewhere a little bit more worthy of a short. Yeah, this is an interesting one, dude. This rally base drop. This is a lonely pivot right there. Lonely pivot, I call it. There's actually not any good supply up here, which is the problem, because the daily chart shows that this should have some supply in this wick, but there is just nothing there. Really, I mean, it looks horrible. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I think this is probably an important line too. But up here, there's just not much. Even the 30-minute looks better, but as this holding split, I'm telling you though, it's not the best underneath it. Underneath its higher time frame, it does not confirm supply in the smaller time frames. I think this definitely will break the high here. There it goes. I'm gonna go long. I'm long. I could be tricked out. I could be tricked. There's no doubt. But I'm gonna go long from there. And that's what happened. Take a picture. I'm long for the high to break. Actually, I'm just gonna be long flat out. The low would be 31.75. I repeat, 31.75. 290 risk. 290 risk. I'm holding on to it. 11.6. I may go for a larger risk reward here. I'm not sure. I don't know how far it'll go. So I'm going to leave it be. Hopefully I can trail my stop as best I can. So I'm going to go 33A3, which is trail stop, my trail stop method. This is a breakout. We got in at 845. Yep. This is 1969 zone number. Not sure if it'll run, but I did place my stop already. I was just going to do, tell you what, I was just going to do the high to break, but not anymore. Not anymore. I'm just going to leave it be. It could do something. I don't know what it's going to do. I'd like to trail my stop as soon as I can. At this point, I don't think that I can. I'm holding on. We're at 0.75 to 1 right now. Almost at a 1-to-1 here. 25% pivot in the zone. I'm moving stop to break even just cuz. That's so risky, bruv. Are you sure? You know what? It's just so risky, but I'd rather not risk anything on it, to be honest with you. So 64.5, I'm moving my stop to break even. Move stop to break even, take a picture. I haven't moved stop to break even quite yet. It's at 1R. I'm moving stop right away, and actually I'm going to add to my position. Add to my position. Move stop to break even. Where's my break even point, which would be 64.5. Repeat, 64.5. 64.5. Why did I add on? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I get the same risk and double reward. 64.5. About the same risk. It's not the same risk. But I can tell you right now that that is now my add-on. That purple line. Now we're double reward for the same amount of risk at this point. So hold on to the sucker if I can. Hopefully it keeps on going up. 19. Oh, what zone number? Gosh darn, I didn't print it. My bad. My bad. I didn't plant this thing in time. So these pictures are going to be archaic for my entry, but it's all right. Any other time frames did you need? Well, I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking, like, I'm not sure. I'm just going to trail my stop. If this thing wants to launch, that'd be great, but I'm not sure. I could get out for a 3-to-1 if I wanted to. Set targets at 3. That's a cool, that would be excellent, wouldn't it? But the 30-minute, that supply definitely looks like, all right. I wouldn't want to go short. I could want to go short. I was actually looking to go short up here. Because the daily chart, keep in mind, the daily chart looks like it's going to be in supply here. This is dangerous area. So take profits while you can. I hear you, but I also hear the voice in my head that says, bruv, you always get out early, don't you? Yeah, I always get out early, dude. So it's fighting, clashing, a clash of thoughts. We're at 1.75 R. My add-on has only gone 0.75 R. I'm going to hold on. I've trailed my stop to proximal line. There's nothing else that I can do here, in my opinion. I am locked and loaded and just let this thing run if it wants to run. If it doesn't, I get stopped out. Not for the worst thing in the world. Not for the worst. My add-on was how much? 32.75 width. That is quite a few apples. I can tell you that. So we'll call it 33. And we had 5 contracts on that, 5 micro. So 13.2 apples. Right now we are risking trail stop at proximal line 0. Because I can add on. There you go. So I'm risking 0 on that, but then I'm risking 13 apples on this. But my risk on US dollars amount, I know it's around here at 300 something. 337 is, that should be 13 apples. 13.5 apples, solid. I love it. Love it when it comes down to that. This has gone close enough for a 2.2R, for a 2R, P2R. When did I add on? I added on, I don't exactly know which time I added on. Up here somewhere. 8:47 maybe, I don't know. I can tell you it was a 5-minute int add on at what R? 1R. 1R. Now it's coming down. Now it's coming down to my break even on my add-on position. Hopefully it can turn. Hopefully it can do some type of holding level or holding split. Break out to the upside, but we'll see. This one went 0.75. The add-on went 0.75 to 1 with a 25% pivot in the zone. The initial trade, it was a 5-minute holding, no, 5-minute 2BB. Protecting free space of 1. In trend, the swing is up of 1 against a -1. Now this is a fold point. The fold point because usually a breakout wants to break the previous bar's high, but the previous bar's high was far away. So I got in early. Fold point Z-score of 0.75, so that means my breakout point was actually at 0.75 R on this thing, which is probably not the case. It's 0.5 R. It's coming down here towards my stop loss. It is what it is. Protected free space. Yeah, and any other traits to it? No other traits. No other traits. $837. Here we go. So here's the bounce. We need some buyers here. I can't add to my position because I don't want to inflate my risk because I have no place to trail my stop. I can add to my position if I trail my stop. Now keep in mind that this daily picture is going to turn downwards. It looks downwards. It looks like a fantastic holding split up here. Higher time frames, doesn't matter the lower time frames. The higher time frames are confirming that it is a short, a place to short. Doesn't necessarily matter about the higher, lower time frames. Not confirming it. So at this point, At this point, we're in a risky spot. But you know what? We did what we were supposed to do. We moved target further, we added to our position, and we trailed our stop. So I am very happy. I'm happy with the performance. And it always is nice when the market at least tries to go your direction. It makes me feel like, maybe I was close to something. But really, it's somewhat random. I mean, you could have a good setup and it can just blast right through for countless other reasons. This was an excellent anti-breakout here. It's kind of like this is a really good, I could actually use my stop here if I really wanted to. It cuts my probability in half, especially. But just saying, I could definitely have my stop right at this low that it just created. If I really want to trail it really quickly, it's an option. It's an option. Oh my gosh, this thing's coming right into this demand open. This is generally a supply. Especially over this bar right there. That's generally a supply, especially protecting that little high. This demand open would be confirmed if this thing not only flips red, which it just did, the fold point breaks, which is that kind of low. Boot, fold point breaks. Now the next one is that breakout line to break. This picture would be fully ready if this low can break. In my opinion, I'm going to add in more, and I'm going to trail my stop all the way to this low. This is a breakout bar prevention. My low needs to be here. 86 flat. I repeat, 86 flat. My position at 86 flat. I need to trail stop at 86 flat. Now we're risking $34 tops. $34 tops. This is a breakout bar prevention. This is highly risky. Highly risky because it's meaning highly unlikely to work. However, if it does work, we are risking a very small amount for a very big reward. Is a breakout bar prevention. There's also a 15-minute 2-bar bubbling predict, which means it's a bullish bar, comes down. Oh, it didn't. Never mind. I speak too soon. The 15-minute hasn't even printed yet. I'm way ahead of the game, which is not a good thing. I need to be in line with the game, not ahead of it. This is about to break this low, this 5-minute bar. This is a breakout bar prevention. There's no doubt about it. 3-minute breakout bar prevention. That's what it is right now. We got in at 856, it looks like. This is zone number 1969-2. This is my second add-on in this long position. This is MNQ long. Int. What's the width on this thing? I trailed my stop. I need to mark that. At least I trailed. I'm not going to add on without trailing my stop. I'm risking $30 right now. I'm out. Stop loss hit, which I'm all right with. To be honest, I lost $30, but we had the chance of this thing ripping. How big was that? 15.5. How much risk was that? We got out at 857, 857, 857. There's 3 trades on one trade, actually. Went 0.75 to 1. This one went, it looks like 0. Maybe 0.25 to 1. I don't know. How much risk do I have on? I'll tell. I don't exactly know what the risk was. What was the risk? 15.5 width. I had 5 micros on that thing, so 6.2 apples. 6.2 apples. I lost 6.2 on that, but I was up to at 25%. Hold on. my add-on trail stop at 25% because breakout bar prevention in my favor. What's 25% of 13.2? 3.3 apples risk on that. On my second add-on, or sorry, my first add-on, and then my initial trade, my trail stop was at, what's this pivot? And it looks like at 0.75 R. How much is 0.75 R? What's 0.75 of 11.6? Positive 8.7 apples. Not the best. Not the best. Because breakout bar prevention in my favor. Breakout bar prevention distal line in my favor. Okay. So positive 8.7, negative 3.3, and negative 6.3 adds up to negative 1 apple, which is $25, and I lost 30, so pretty much dead on. Nice. All right, this thing is looking downwards. I'm going to take a picture. I'm supposed to leave all the pictures on until the trade actually is done. But I'm going to do this. So I trailed my stop and added my position. That's what I did. This thing is not really bearish yet. But I can tell you that daily picture probably looks fantastic to go short in. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I was long right into that. I don't know. I don't really know. It's coming down into our zone. Look at that, into that holding split. I'm tempted to take it. Tempted to take it. It's a good spot to be. It's a good spot to turn if it wants to. Interesting. It's got to turn. It's got to turn. Look at them go. Strong. Strong hold. No, I have no trades on. I'm just waiting for this distal line to break so I can close up all that on my ledger. Be right back. so it broke. Now let's see what's gonna happen. So we had two longs, actually multiple longs. So this zone went how far? 2.75. Went 2 to 1. Sure. Now it can close out. All from the 5-minute chart too. Interesting. That's it for that chart. Yeah, dude, that holding split. I thought I could launch a little bit more. Maybe I would take my profit at 3R. I was thinking that too. That's all right. It's all over. Okay, so at this point, this thing's heading straight down. Yep, that looks great. That looks excellent on the higher time frame. That's where we want to be. I think it could break that low for sure. Yep. All right, now is where the buying is. Now's where the buying is. I'm going to go in long. Whoa, that's 15 fucking contracts. My bad on that. There you go. Much better. I'm going to go in long for demand open on this thing. From there to there. Holy smokes, I can't even see anything right now. I can't even see. I'll go to this chart because it's clean. In long. I gotta mark stop. I know. I'm trying to get to my stop right now. I gotta show the 240-minute picture though. The 240-minute picture is why I wanted to buy. It's that comeback bar prevention. I don't think it's gonna just slide on right through, slide the low like butter. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not on my watch. That's what I think. I don't think so. I'm going to take small targets, but we will see actually how far this thing wants to run. I gotta mark stops. I don't even have my stop in place here. It has to be this low, doesn't it? 240-minute low, which is actually pretty close right now. I'm not asking for much more of a bounce than 1-to-1. This low would be 82.5. Repeat, 82.5. Need to mark that. This might be a large risk. 262, same risk as before. 262. I like how the risk is somewhat standardized. This is good. I don't exactly know my target, to be honest with you, quite yet. It is ripping. Little bit of a ripski right here. It's gone 0.25 to 1. We got in at 907, I think. I don't think it was 908. I don't know. It could have been this minute. Could have been. So what was this trade? Well, it was a 60-minute demand open. That was the main one. But it was also a 240-minute breakout bar prevention. Oops. Comeback bar prevention. Any other traits to it? Nope. It's a little bit of free space that it's protecting. That's all. Oh, what's the X score on this comeback bar? What's the X score on this thing altogether? Almost 4 to 1, dude. 3.75, 3.5 maybe. 3.5 maybe. I can't trail my stop yet. I might just get stopped out here. My low should be 82.5. I repeat, 82.5. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to get stopped. It's one of those times. Not much I can do about that. This thing wants to look. I do think it was going to break this low, but I was thinking that it would have some buying first. That's all. No, I'm not going to add to my position. I don't want to double down on my loser. Because then I lose twice as, or I lose more. Even though it looks like a great anti-breakout to buy right now. I know, trust me, I want to buy too. But it looks like I want to buy. But I can't add on just randomly like that. I need to trim my stop. I need to do more. These are fat ass zones. 31. The range is huge, but the candlesticks are not powerful. This is interesting. The range is huge. I got to be very cautious of my position sizing. This is past the triple size. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to my sizing for a long ass time. This is 6 times the amount of risk I'm supposed to be taking for a 33A3. Interesting. Should I go for a 0.5 to 1, 1 to 1? No, I'll go for a 1 to 1. Target set. Target set at 1R because I'm not sure. Not sure and not comfortable. No, more like because I think distal line will break. And this trade was just for the bounce. There you go. Just the bounce. A 1 to 1 would be 43. Repeat, 43 is my target. Seems so far away, but it is what it is. 342 reward. 13.7 apples reward. So change target from 0 target basically. So target set, yeah, whatever. 13.7. 1R. Asking for a 1R now. My pivot in the zone. What do we got for a pivot in the zone? Oh my goodness. That's an excellent pivot in the zone. Oh goodness me. Oh, never mind. That wasn't even in the frickin' same chart. My bad. There's the bounce. I'm moving stop to pivot in the zone because I don't trust things at all. At all. And I'm willing to get stopped out. I'm willing to cut my profit probability in half because I'm risking half. That's what I like. The low is now 94.75. I'm moving stop to 94.75. That's enough for me. That's enough for me, dog. 140 risk. I'm not adding at the same time as I'm trailing my stop because this is not a campaign trade. This is just a small bounce. I do think it's going to go lower. I could be wrong. It could rip. And I am risking being frustrated that I didn't hold on to a trade yet again. How many times do I look back on my spreadsheet? It goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11R. And I got out at a fucking 1R. Is this going to be the day? Is this going to be the trade? It's ripping. Almost a 1R target here. Almost a 1R target. We're holding. Do you want to move stop, pivot in zone? Of course I move stop. I already moved stop to pivot in zone. But do I want to move target further? That's the most important step. Nope. Target hit. Thank you, God. Target hit. We'll see what happens. We move stop to pivot in the zone, risking 5 apples still to make that 13. We just grabbed 13.7 apples right then and there for a 1R. Where's the pivot in the zone? 50%? 50%. We were risking 10. Now we were risking 5, and now we target hit. It's over. All over. All done. There's what it looks like on the smaller time frames. This is the picture we take. This is the before and after. Excellent picture on the 60-minute. Show the 240-minute, please. The 240-minute had a comeback bar prevention. This is perfect for a comeback bar prevention. There it is. It was squeezing that low, and then it expanded, being like, no, sir, I don't want to break the low yet. Not yet. And I do think that it will break that low. I do, because the daily chart is bearish. The daily chart's very bearish. It could totally break that low. We're going to need to see some type of supply here. I'm actually willing to go in short, bro, to be honest with you. I know it's like against what you were just doing, but I'm telling you, I think this 240-minute low is going to pop. That's where I put my stop line, because it's an important stop line, and I don't think it will give it up without a fight, which is what happened. This is the fight. Now I think they'll lose. I'm trading, basically. I'm switching sides all the time. I would short here. What am I doing? This 30-minute sketches me out. Hold on. I'm not going to short quite yet, because I would like to. This is the fight where the Bears they got to take hold. They got to take some type of control here back, because otherwise this thing's going to turn green, flip green. This is going to look really, really bullish with this distal line right here as everybody's stop losses. Went 2R, got out at 1R. Okay, that's not horrible. Just wait 5 minutes from now, man. Just kidding. I don't know. Sometimes these things frickin' go way further than I would ever have thought of. Ever. I'm telling you. I got out at, I think 9:14, something like that. 7-minute trade right there. There's the short. There's the short. There's the short. I would hold on to that high. I'd hold on to that for the whole thing, the whole picture to break lower. I fucked that up. I may have screwed that up. I don't know why I didn't go short. I know why. Because I went long, and I always get out early, so the thing can go further. And I look back at my spreadsheets before. It's like I go long, and then I go short. And I go short too quickly because the long is still going. It's like, man, if I could have just stayed in the long, I could have made way more money than just trying to trade it back and forth. So I try not to do that, and here's the deal. I miss a trade. In my opinion, a very good trade. Which is this holding split down here. Demand open. This thing already folded. This thing's already done half its job. What a great job. Now you pivot in the zone this shit. Right at this high. Let the thing roar downwards, bro. Fuck. My bad. My bad. I definitely think that low will crack for sure. Absolutely. That little low, not the big low. We'll see. I mean, look at that thing. Head straight for it. It's head first on a slide right now. Head first on a slide. Going down a slide head first. That's what it's doing. There's always time to get in. That's true. I don't know how quickly this thing's going to drop. 60-minute. Oh, we've got plenty of time. This 60-minute bar is young. Where's that 15-minute? That's what it looks like. Wow. So if it can break this two little wicks down here, snap them twin towers. Where's it headed next? Bro, it's going to attempt to break the Globex low. That's a 16% chance of that happening. Not likely. I gotta show the weekly. What is that weekly like? Okay. Far reaching. Yeah, dude, this thing is gotta come down. Here's the bounce back here. Okay, cool. So the big high is here. There's no doubt. This is the big high. So let's just waiting for this thing to do what it wants to do. There's the big high. This is a big deal, this high. So let's see. Do you want to protect this high? You can. You can take demand open on that thing if you want to. Do you want to? Is the question. Nope. I don't want to. I could be wrong. This thing could flip over red right now. And this is the last time we see this price today. It's possible. Or it can rally and break this long wick where everybody has their stop order on it. And then find another way to get in short. Because that 30-minute wants to flip over green. I officially don't know. I'm actually going to take a break and then come back. I want to hit the scramble button. Scramble again because I'm all disoriented. Scramble. Like the button that just randomizes everything again. Like, oh, okay. Now I'm back. Like, play a completely separate game. Fuck yeah, dude. So that means I'm just going to take a little break and I'll be right back. Yep. Back and forth, eh? Okay. Huh. Oh my gosh. I think it's gonna go higher. My golly. I think it might. Yeah, let the thing go up a little bit and then I'm gonna go short up here. Yeah, I can't believe it too. So I think this high is gonna break and then go lower. I'll take anti-breakout on this whole thing. If that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I'll take anti-breakout on that. It's got 20 seconds to go up though. It's got 20 seconds. Might not do it. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Goes upwards here. Here it goes. Oh, darn. I was hoping on it a little bit more than that. I'm in at 79s. 79s, I'd be in. I'd be in at 79. We're in. We are in at 935, 1971 zone number. MNQ short. This is an anti-breakout. 38.75 width. This thing is huge. Going for a 1 to probably 3 to 1 3 to 1 on it. The risk on the trade should be 7.25. Here we go. Where's 7.25? $282. 11.3 apples risk. I'm short. 1971 zone number. We've got that. 1971. And then the 5 minute, and then also if you could print the 240 minute, please. I think the 240 minute will drop lower. There it is. I think it will. It will implode. Implode. That's what I'm asking for, at least. I'd like to add to my position when I can on this one. So let's head over there. There it goes. It goes lower here. I'm gonna move stop to pivot in zone. I don't know. It's gone 0.25 to 1, bro. Barely. You know, I don't know if you want to move stop already. It'd be about a 25% pivot in zone here on this. And then let's call it a 5 minute. 5 minute anti-breakout off of a 5 minute 2-bar bubbling. Open. Not protecting free space. In trend, swing up of 1 against a -1 within a positive 2 trend. That's it. Yep. I like that. We're adding. We just added to the position. I have not trailed my stop yet. So my add-on needs to be this. Needs to be that. It has to. Otherwise, I'm risking way too much. And then the 15-minute was another reason why we liked that high to hold on to. I might as well trail my stop on the main trade as well, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it makes my chance of winning so much smaller, which sucks, but that is what it is. The high needs to be 85. 85 on the dot needs to be my stop. 85 on the dot needs to be my stop. There you go. I'm out. I'm out of both trades. Boom, just like that. We lost about, let's see here. I mean, this one was 18.25 was my add-on. Both done at 939, 939. This is bullish. Wow, I can't believe it. Wow, there it goes. I'm glad I got out. Holy smokes, man. I can't believe it. It's going. Can't believe I got out of that. An original long. 7.3. We lost 7.3 on that. Just on the add-on, but the original trade we lost about 33% of 11.3. 3.7. 3.7. Negative 3.7, thank you. $19.71's done. Take a picture. I actually will go short again. I'm in short again. Hold on for an anti-breakout, but hold your horses. Hold your horses. This is an anti-breakout up here. I took a picture. 1972. I got double contracts on this. Another reason why we took this short is 240 minute. No, that's not a reason. I suppose the 60 minute, but that's not really the reason. It's just that smaller time frame. Oh, I gotta set my stop. You're right. My bad. 24.75 should be my stop. Oh, you can move stop to pivot in zone now. The high is... I'm adding. I added 1.25R. Fill color. Trail stop needs to be at this high. 19 flat. My stop loss is at 19 flat. 19 flat. We are now risking $315. We were risking 14.75. I don't know. I'll make sure I know. What are we risking now? 300 something? Yeah, 315 bucks. That's okay. That's okay. That's technically okay. 14.75. And then the add-on was 23.25. There you go. At the same time as I trailed stop, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it basically has to go my way. Otherwise, we're not going to make it. Now, explain to me how much risk that was. 14.75, okay. 14.75. The risk on that thing was 11.8 apples originally, and now it's about 50% of that. 6 apples. And what's the add-on original trade? 23.25. The add-on was 9.3 apples risk. And do you have a pivot in the zone on that? No, I don't. It hasn't given me the opportunity to do that yet. About a 50% pivot in the zone on the original trade. The add-on is still chilling. We are risking 6 plus 9, about 15 apples, which is true. Looks to be true. 15 apples, because my risk is $315. 315 is about 12.6 apples, so my ledger is a little bit high, which is okay. I'd rather have it high than low. This was a 5-minute anti-breakout off of a 5-minute 2-bar bubbling. Protecting free space of 2 in trend, swing up of 1 against a -1 within a positive 2 trend. That's what it looks like to me. And it was also, let's say, a 15-minute breakout bar prevention. End of trend. It is end of trend at 15-minute. Look at that. Oh, and now, what? Where's the... Is it a 60-minute? It's a 60-minute breakout bar prevention. There it is. I thought it was a... I don't know. My higher time frames are way off today. That's the second time I'm like, oh, this must look like this on a 15-minute chart. No. Not at all. $1972-1, please. Got to plant that add-on. Forgot to do that. That add-on was here, but it was somewhere in a different area. Not as I see it here. Okay. At this point, we have a large position, very large position. We're actually holding a lot of contracts short with a very tight stop loss at this point. So there's nothing we can do. I'm just going to sit tight and hopefully it goes my direction. If it doesn't, it's also not the end of the world. I'm risking 15 or whatever, 12 something, 13, 12 to 15 apples, whatever. Obviously, yeah, that's a lot. I'm up a certain amount today. I'm up 34 today. So if this thing can run downwards, we can trail stop to break even at some point. But right now it hasn't crossed 1.25R. I really can't do anything to it. So not much we can do. That'd be great. Just runs downwards, that'd be awesome. I was thinking that this 240 minute can pop, to be honest. This did a comeback bar prevention. This was about to pop that low. And we went long. We went long there. And guess what? We got out early. We got out at 1R. Yaha. Yep, that's right. We got out at 1R. How far did it go in our favor? It went back up to the high about here. Let's see how far that is. Looks like 3R. Nope, more than that. 3.25R, I'll give it. Went 3.25R on that. 3.25. Can't believe it. I was thinking that it was just going to be a bounce, and then all these distal lines here, all these stop orders are just going to fail. But, bro, it has not done that. It has not done that. It went way farther than I thought. Of pretty much all the time, it goes farther than I think it's going to go. We might have something here. We might have something here. The 60 minutes getting rejected. If this thing can paint red, we've got a we might have something here. I don't want to speak too soon though. Can I move stop at all? I can do my best. I can do my best and forget the rest. That's all I know. It's all you can do. That's all you can ask for. Absolutely. Moving stop to pivot in zone here. Or sorry, I already moved stop to pivot in zone. I'm going to move stop to the good old-fashioned proximal line. Moving stop to proximal line. This was my original pivot in the zone. Now my stop is here. Take a picture. We went to 2R here. 2R, repeat 2R. Moving stop to proximal line, which is 10.5. Repeat 10.5 should be my stop here. 10.5. We are now risking $60 to make a lot more. This is good. All is well and good right now. Gotta mark that. Love trailing my stop, especially without adding on. Actually, I trailed my stop again. Technically, I'm supposed to add on more. Bro. You telling me I need to add on right now? Come on, man. I don't want to add on. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. 3R. It's 3R right now. 3R. When do you want to get out? I don't know, my friend. I don't know. I can tell you right now that the 60-minute has completely rejected its high. This is so good. Look at the 240-minute. The 240-minute could crater on that low. If the 240-minute low can snap, that's where my target will be. I can tell you that. That's where I'd want to be. Let me see that 240-minute chart once more, please. Oh, my goodness. We're so far away from that 240-minute low. That is a monster of a trade. That's a Moinsta. That would be trade of the month if we can hold that. I'm going to hold. Why? Because I'm risking $60. It's really not that much. I would just hold on to the sucker. Look at that thing attack the low. We want to attack that low. Attack that low. That's what we want. This is very good. We could have added on when we trailed our stop once more, but I did not do that. Why didn't you do that? Why do I just gotta keep on asking why? At some point, there's just no reason, man. There's just no reason that I can explain. It's gone 3.75. My stop's at proximal line. Do you want to move stop to 1R? Yes. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on, bud. You really want to move stop again? Yep. I'm moving it to 1R here. Moving stop to 1R. We are trailing stop actively. Actively trailing stop on this trade. I'd like to give it the most room possible, of course, but you know what? You know what? Not all the time. Not all the time I'm going to win. I'm not going to win all the time. Not all the time I'm going to win. Not all the time. And I'm going to accept that. But I can tell you right now, we can get out of here with profit if we get stopped out. That'd be cool. 96 flat should be my stop loss here. 96 flat. We're up quite a few apples on this, but you know what? We're going to let it run. Why? Because we freaking never let it run. That's why. And I can't wait for some change, bro. Trading needs to change, and this is what it is. This is how it changes. I do different things. My risk on the trade is positive 15 apples. I repeat, positive 15 apples. Trail stop is at 1R mechanically. trail stop at 1R because 33A3. And how much profit is that? About 11.8 apples on one trade. Positive 11.8 apples on the original trade, and then the one add-on that I had. I don't exactly know. Oh, it's at proximal line. Cool. Awesome. Right now, we're risking positive 11.8 apples, but that's not true. It's more than that. It's 15 apples. For some reason, I'm like 4 off on both sides. I don't exactly know, but whatever. Right now, it's gone still 3.75, and it's in this supply. I reckon this is supply too. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. That's demand. That's buying. Outside of this box, I'm not a buyer. Inside of that box, I'm probably a buyer, but I could get out right now if I'm safe. If I want to feel safe and cozy. But I'm not going to do it. I gave up comfort a long time ago. I'm just going to become a hard man. I'm a fucking hard man. I don't like comfort. I just want pain. That's what I fucking want, mate. So I'm holding on to the position. The add-on, let's see here. This is actually a really good picture to take here, just to see kind of what's going on. There you go. Now, my stop's at 1R. There's nothing else I can do. We're flipping a coin if this thing wants to run lower or up. If it goes up and it goes heads, oh, landed on heads. All right, I get stopped out on positive 12 apples. Okay. Oh, it lands tails again. All right, this thing's heading down more. Well, if it heads down more, where am I setting my target? That's actually a good point. Let's set targets. My target's going to be at the bottom side of this 240-minute low. Bottom side of this, all these wicks. That low right there. 82.50. I'd give it 82 flat. Just basically at that low. Where am I at? 82 flat. Where is that? 82 flat. Oh my goodness, it's very far away, mate. It's very, 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 very far away. 82 flat. No, not that far. I gotta figure out where this thing is. There you go. It's about a 9 to 1. Right? 80. Yeah, 81. Okay, 81 then. That's great. That would be my target. That's awesome, dude. Would be a 9 to 1. I'm setting target at 9 to 1. Holy smokes. This is very unlikely. Target set at 9R, which is a positive, ridiculous amount. I can tell you that. 106.2 apples just on the original trade. Holy smokes. That'd be awesome. Target set at 9R because 240-minute low. That's what it is. Setting this at 9R. $106.2 profit. If we get there, it's not unseen. It's not unheard of that it could get there, but it is unlikely. It's unlikely, and any 9R is highly unlikely, dude. The add-on trade, how much reward would that be? It's about here to here. The add-on we were asking for let's see. The add-on, this wick down here would be about a 4.25 to 1. We're asking for a 4.25 to 1. 4.25. 4.25 times 9, which is 38.25. Holy smokes. 38.3. Nice, dude. Target set at 4.25 to R because 240-minute low as the target. It's actually a tad bit more than the... It's like 2 points lower than the low. 1 point lower than the low, whatever. My target will be set at 81 flat. 881 flat. 881 flat. 881 flat. 881 flat. That is $3,825 in one trade. Wouldn't that be lovely? That's 153 apples. That's 106 plus... We're at 144 versus 153 in real life. Not very far away. Look at the thing roar downwards. Do you want to move stop? Not yet. Not yet. Let this thing blow past. If it wants to blow past this low, let it. Because the 240-minute looks promising. Look at that high wick. Hold on to that high wick. Hold on to that thing. Let the momentum take us if we can. 60-minute. It's got to be red by now. Look at that redness. Got to be red. 60 minutes about to print in 10 seconds. The next bar, we'll see what happens. It's looking great. However, I know this high has been touched. We are in the middle of a range right now. It's a 50-50 coin toss. To lose... No, to win 15 apples or make 150. 50-50 chance at this point. We're in the middle. That's exactly the position I want. 110%, my homie. This is where we want to be. Regardless if it goes up or down, regardless if it works or not, we're putting ourselves in these positions that are wildly advantageously positive expectancy. Wildly. We've trailed our stop. We've moved target. We're target way far away, which is far away, it seems like. Yeah, that's what we've done. All right, this thing is gone 4.75 now. 50% pivot in the zone. Where's my add-on? Was 75%. Looks like. Yeah. Wow. Holy smokes. Holy smokers. 1, 2. Looks like 2 to 1. It's gone. The add-on's only gone 2R. My stop's at break even on the add-on position, then a little bit profitable on the original trade. I treat them as separate trades. They're all separate. Of the same family, though, of course. Do I want to add to the position? Bro, we're at 4R, and I'm asking myself if I want to add. Bruh, trust me, I don't want to add. Don't want to add. That's an interesting predicament. If I was playing my game, my coin toss game, technically I can add and move my stop, which is not a bad thing. This is an interesting stop loss placement here because this is right where this was, this line kind of was. That's not a good thing. That's bullish. Oh, goodness me. I might add on, actually. I'm just destroying this trade if I add on, aren't I? Well, if I add on, I have to move my stop. That's the problem. Therein lies the problem. So I don't want to add on because I don't want to move my stop. I want to give myself enough space for this thing to work. But it's looking like a great spot to short right now. I feel like I have enough on, man. But I can. I have 0 risk on right now, so I can add on and risk again. Do I want to risk again? Not really. Not really, man. Trust me, I don't want to risk anymore. I want to give this as much chance of working as possible. Alright, so it's heading towards that high. There's a chance that it wants to cross that high. Just to ruin the party and then go down. There's a chance for sure. Especially the 60-minute bar. Just printed. Man, oh man. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. We're nearing 1R, actually. We're nearing my stop loss. Gosh darn. Just like that. Just like that. My stop loss is that first bubble here. Might get crossed here. If we touch it, I'm out. I got my order sitting there. If we touch it, I'm out. And not yet. It was a good little high here. It was an excellent trade. This is an excellent one. Is what it is. Is what it is. I'm about to get stopped here. I'm out. I'm out. Positive 11.8 apples on that, and then 0. Got out at a 1-1 technically. Darn, man. Darn. I was kind of pumped for something there. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, isn't it? Ain't that so? I think it could go down now. I really do. Technically, the add-on's still going and the initial trade's still going. I don't want to get back in. The more I mess with something, the more it becomes special to me. Or the more it becomes impactful. So the more I change targets, the more I add on a position, the more I tinker with things. The one trade, the more important that trade is. The more important it becomes. And then guess what happens when I lose? If I lose an important trade, boom. My emotions go out the window. Actually, my instinct, or fuck it. My rational mind goes out the window. Alright, I'm going to be done. Because I feel like I gave it a whirl. I gave it a good whirl. And we'll probably trade later. But I'm good right now. That is how many trades? 9 trades. Let's close the session now. At 10:08, we took 9 trades. Max loss that we could possibly have today is 10.5. That's it. I mean, we were pretty much all profitable today. Negative 10.5 would be mainly. The low realized, I think it's 0, bro. I didn't go past 0. I started off with a good win and kept on going. So the high is 46.8. 47.6. 47.6. Look at that run, dude. It's going lower. It's going lower. I freaking know it. It's going lower. Ugh. Fucking A. I just barely got stopped out. Man, sometimes I wonder. 47.6. Apples, my high. Where is my closing applage? My closing applage is 47.6. Nice, we're closing on the high of day of my session. Cool. My commissions apple is 45.3. US dollars is 1263. 50 apples. Yeah, I'm about the same. 1263. Fucking A, now it's running. Gosh darn, man. Why? That's right where I wanted to go. It's right next to my target now. We could have had if we held on, we could be up $3,500 right at this point. And definitely going to hit target. I totally think it's going to hit target. And I got stopped out by a sniffle. I got stopped out on that high. Literally, my pivot, this circle was there before the pivot was made. That's a 1R stop. Where's my 1R? Right there. It got stopped out by a freaking tickle. 2 points it got stopped out by. And now it's running towards target. Why does that happen? Tell me, why does that happen? Why does that happen? Why does it happen? There must be a reason why it happens. Things have gone in my favor like that before too, okay? I can say that. But there's got to be a reason for this. But you know what? Maybe the secret is that there is no fucking reason. It's just, it's how the cookie crumbles, man. Some cookies just crumble like that. It crumbles. You can't put the cookie back together. It's already happened, man. It's already occurred. You can't put the cookie back together and tape it up. It's not a cookie anymore. It's just crumbs. And sometimes there's bigger halves, and it just crumbles like this sometimes, you know. And there is nothing to it, mate. There's just nothing else to it. Trying to think deeper reasons. How about you think deeper reasons about something else? Because there really might not be any deeper reasons about why this can occur. It just happens like this. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Thank you, God, for a profitable day. Thank you, God, for a profitable session. Thank you, God, for allowing myself to get into a position where I'm risking positive 15 to make a positive 150. Thank you, God. That's a fantastic trade. And it just so happens it barely knocked me out, and then that's what happened. It went positive 15. That's how the coin toss happened. Remember, it's a coin toss. Why do you think it's anything other than a coin toss? It's just a coin toss, mate. So don't be too upset, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. Positive 45.3 apples. My month, I'm going to wait to do my monthly accounting, but my monthly is negative. 194 apples. Now we're negative 149 apples. Fucking negative. I know, bro. I know. Trust me, bruv. I know. I'm doing my absolute best to be profitable. All right. That's it. I promise myself that I will not turn on my phone to trade. I can meet back here at afternoon session. See where it is. Yep. Thank you, God. All right.